Spookstar made up some ground. It's back there in the field, and back with it as well as Media Baron and also Threads of Ivy. Coming up to the home corner, come on over at the 500, leads the way, 3/4 in front. Universal Fancy second, a length and a half. Requisition down near the inside will get the advantage of the cutaway. Jelani Express running about fourth, and now Buffman peels off to the outside. In the straight though at the 250, and come on over led the way from Universal Fancy. Here comes Buffman. Buffman right down the middle of the track goes up with Jelani Express. With 100 left to go, Jelani Express is going with Buffman. Buffman, Jelani Express. Jelani Express finding more than Buffman, who finds another one better than him to beat him home. Jelani Express this time accounts for Buffman. Not sure about third spot though. Left resting between Come On Over, Friar Away, and deeper out was Media Baron running on. Behind those Universal Fancy, Flagstick and Spookstar, and they were followed by Requisition, who gave naught after turning. Then came further back Transitional, and the last of them home is Threads of Ivy. Well, this has got home at any old odds. Jelani Express, ridden by Jason Brown for Vernon Brockman, number 13. Buffman looked as though it was going to sweep straight past it, but has turned it up, put the cue back in the rack. And Jelani Express, number 13, at $56 for the win. $7.60 for the place, beats Buffman. Come On Over will hold third. Friar Away, Media Baron splitting it in a photo for fourth placing in 1:11.24. 35.64 is the sectional time. So Jelani Express second up. 4-year-old by Henny Hughes out of Transaction for Peter Walsh. Vernon Brockman, B Large, Phil Matera, D Kearns, trained by Vernon Brockman. Jason Brown aboard the winner. And I think they've changed the totes on us there. It's 33 and 7.10. 33, the amended win tote there that they've just displayed now after race number 2. Buffman around $1.50 and 170 for Come On Over, which will hold third. Well, he had his chance there, Buffman. He had a lovely run in behind them, midfield, peeled off, looked the goods at the top of the straight, locked horns with Jelani Express, who was stronger than him at the finish. Buffman is by Planet 5 out of Sleek Tanique, John Botel, Jared Noski. Come On Over by Warchant from Play City and Mint, Neville Parnham and Stephen Parnham. 13.19, 7 ran fourth. Universal Fancy just in front of Friar Away. 13.197 the official placings there after race number 2. The third, the Penfolds handicaps at 159. Number 7, Akina Kuri, stablemate of the previous winner, comes out with Media Baron as well, number 9. In the meantime, let's go back to Gareth Hall joining us after the victory. He's with the Earl of Vass, Vernon Brockman, and getting home at very good odds in race number 2.
Yeah, Vernon's about to join us here, and that was a really good victory by Jelani Express, and probably when you analyse it, it's paid pretty handsomely for its form lines. You must have been happy with that effort. Good, tough victory.
Yeah, well, the price was great. The horse hasn't had much of an opportunity of late because he's been balloted out and hasn't raced for a good while. And has never run a bad race. He's always been reasonably handy. And today, Jason rode a perfect race on him, had him in the position, and the horse battled on well.
You've trained many a good horse. How far can this fella go after winning his maiden? Because you do point out, like in that early preparation, he's only beaten 3 lengths to horses like Feed of Merit. They've gone through their classes.
Oh, look, he's going to go through his classes, hopefully, but there'll be a limit on him. He's no winks. So, yeah, we're more than happy, and the owners, Phil Matera and Peter Walsh and Barry Large and myself, we're all pretty happy, thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
There's Vernon Brockman and now Jason Brown. Good to see Brown in the winner's circle at Ascot.
Was aboard this boy last campaign, jumps back aboard for the first time at start number 2 this campaign. Talk us through that run, Jace.
Yeah, well, you know, began well enough, so I was, tried to be pretty aggressive early and got into a pretty good spot and just pretty much toughed it out from there. Last time in, she got run over a few times, just probably not being mature enough, and today, a bit of spell under her belt, come back a stronger horse.
And going forward now, we can see more improvement and hopefully more wins.
Yeah, well, I hope so. 1400 probably be more up to her liking as well, so hopefully there's a couple more.
Well done.
Cheers, Matty.
Jason Brown there, successful aboard Jelani Express.